Hey B, here goes. Oh, by the way, setting up this video camera so that it works in the light is a process. I do not envy you.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hi, I'm Dani, Brittany's sister, and since I tend to travel in more cold climates than Brittany does, I wanted to offer you guys what my winter capsule wardrobe is. Just to give you an idea of how much stuff I have, all of my clothes fits into this backpack, which I think is a 46-liter Osprey. It is technically carry-on size, so you can fit it in an overhead bin on an airplane, and it's pretty good. In the winter, it's a little bit overstuffed with my winter gear, and in the summer, I transfer my winter gear into my snowboard bag, which leaves me a little more room to move around in here. I'm gonna show you guys what my wardrobe looks like laid out and show you some of my sample outfits and how you don't really have to compromise your fashion sense in order to have less clothes. One of the big things for me is not looking like I'm a backpacker, not looking like I'm wearing, you know, multi-purpose clothes. I like to try to buy real clothes that then work for a lot of different things. For work, I'm lucky I can wear casual clothes. I actually damage my clothes a lot at work, so I wear kind of beat up stuff to work. But I still also really like to dress up, and I have a lot of parties for work, and so I carry some fancy clothes as well. So my range is a bit broader of the types of videos that Brittany does for her minimalist clothing, because I just experience a lot more different types of circumstances than she does. So here goes. All right, so this is a view of all of my clothing. The only things not pictured here are my snowboarding pants, my snowboarding jacket, and a couple like specific things I use when I'm snowboarding, and my motorcycle gear for when I ride my motorcycle. But other than that, we've got everything. I've got a hoodie sweatshirt, a really thick wool sweater, a blazer, 3 thin long sleeve sweaters. They're really good for layering. Over here we've got my pants. I've got a pair of work jeans, a pair of skinny jeans, 3 pairs of yoga pants. 2 are tight spandexy ones. The other ones are kind of loose, good for travel days also. And then I've got a pair of casual comfy sleep workout shorts and a pair of jean shorts. Over here we've got 2 sundresses and 2 formal dresses, and on top of that is all my socks, underwear, bras, and my bathing suit. I've got 4 tank tops and 3 t-shirts. Actually, one of those is a polo shirt. And then coming over to shoes, I've got a pair of heels, my winter boots, my Chucks, which I wear for almost everything, including hiking and working, my fancy flip-flops, and my everyday flip-flops. And in the corner there is my winter coat, my hat, my gloves, a thin rain jacket, and then I also have a neck warmer. I've found that with all of these clothes, I can pretty much brave any climate, and I am able to dress however I want to dress and feel like I'm dressed appropriately for the occasion. All right, well, I hope that you've enjoyed looking at everything that I keep with me at all times for my capsule winter wardrobe. I showed some of the summer items as well, just because I generally keep those in there for times when I fly to a warm place for only a short amount of time, and also because most of my summer items are part of my winter wardrobe as well as base layers. I do a lot of layering. I definitely wear my tight yoga pants under jeans pretty much from November to March when I'm in the cold weather. And they're also what I use when I go snowboarding and I do sports outside. For me, it's not worth having specific long johns because quite frankly, I think yoga pants do just as well. I don't have any really specific sleepwear. I just sleep in my yoga wear and my workout wear and or nothing. I don't think it's worth it to travel around with an extra thing that only has one purpose. That's the biggest tip that I would say when you are trying to have a capsule wardrobe, is to make sure that all of your items have multi-purpose. Like some of my dresses I can wear with tights and heels in the winter and with flip-flops in the summer. All my clothes, pants, actually I can wear with another pair of pants underneath or with just their own layer. My tank tops, which I wear almost every single day. A lot of times you don't even see, they're just my base layer to help keep me warm. But in the summer, when I'm working out or going for a hike or a bike ride or whatever, I really like having the tank tops. So the other thing for me is that figure out what you love, because I really love the style I have, and a lot of it is very, very basic, but it also allows me to branch out and add like fun, bright custom pieces, like that really bright orangey red fall colored dress I have, or the Norwegian sweater that I have, or my bright striped yoga pants. I think it's really fun to have a couple of items that really stand out, and then a lot of other basic things that you can mix and match really well. I get a lot of compliments on my clothes, and a lot of people that have known me a long time have been surprised when they found out how few items I actually own. I think I do a pretty good job of mixing and matching and trying to find ways to use my clothes in different ways. I've had shirts and dresses dresses that you can wear frontwards or backwards if you want a different neckline. I'm always kind of on the lookout for a different way I can wear an item of clothing so that it looks different. Also, adding a few accessories here and there can really spice up an outfit, and different ways you can layer things. I have a lot of shirts that I can wear underneath things but also over things, and so I can layer them in different ways depending on the look I'm going for. Other than that, I think it's really just all about what you love, and that's the big thing for me that has been the major shift when I went down to having so few clothes, is that every single thing I own is my favorite thing. And so getting dressed is easy. I don't stress about my outfits because I know that whatever I put on, it's gonna look good, because I spend a lot of time picking out the pieces of clothing that I have in my wardrobe to make sure that they look good and that they feel good. I hope you enjoyed my tips. I'm sure you guys have more questions that I forgot to address, but feel free to ask them in the comments section below and I will try to answer them. Have a great day. Thanks.